Hey everybody, Nick Blazier back here with round 2 of the WBIF Individual World Championship, playing against chewable cosign. John Scott might be his name. I'm forgetting now. But Terrier mentioned this cool feature in here. I don't know how he's got this all linked up to WBIF, but if you click the eyeball by the names, it allows you to pop open the bracket in another window and see all the players in it. I think it's, what is it, 488 or something like that is what we got this time. So yeah, big tournament. But anyway, we'll get playing here. 13-pointer to play. Don't know much about how this guy plays, so we'll find out together. And I have at least 3 more matches of this coming up too. This tournament is a 5 lives tournament. I guess at least 5 more matches, or at least 4 more matches. Sorry. But yeah. So you get 5 losses before you're eliminated from the tournament. I won my first round, which you can go and watch if you didn't see that already. And yeah, so I get at least 1 more after this opening round. But because everyone gets 5 lives, they schedule out the first 5 rounds right off the bat. And you go from there. They start to sort out by record who you play next and things like that. But okay, I get a nice building roll diversification. He gets to run. I don't get to make a nice point with it, just a regular old 5-3. So I think he's doing pretty well here. I'm not sure what he should do with the last 2. Not a lot of options. Maybe actually challenging the 8-point makes some sense here, but I don't really want to leave a direct 6 in this case. So I don't think it's worth switching 8 to 7. He could do something like 23 and 5. But 8 to 6 feels like a pretty normal play here too. All right. I'm going to hit for sure. And then I don't know if I want this blot here. I guess it might not get hit that often. It's just 5-4, and 5-4 can hit out here anyway. So maybe I should just link up. Is it? It's just 5-4, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, we'll play like this then. I could advance and try to escape too. I don't know. Both seem like they make some sense. Yeah, the 3, I guess he doesn't really want to introduce another blot, so there's not a whole lot else. I guess he's got kind of a better board too, down in the race. Maybe he does. Maybe it's better to just unstack here. I can see a lot of merit to that. 4-2 looks like it wants to just point on head. Could make the 17 and leave a double shot. Could hit twice and leave a double shot. This is going to leave 5s to anchor and 5s to hit. Some entering 3s and 4s are going to hit too. It feels like this should be a lot of shots. 2-5, 2-4, 2-3, 1-5, 1-4, 1-3, 5-3, 5-4. Yeah, that's like close to half the deck. But I don't think I can do less really anyway. And I do get a point. I get him. He's going to fan some of the time. I mean, it seems like I have to. I don't know. I don't think there's a completely safe play out there either. 2-4 is one of the ones that's going to return. So a lot of these I get pretty good returns too, so I don't know. But I don't like being hit, really. Maybe there was something safer to do. I don't know. I couldn't find it. 3-6 can link up or it can hit and board. I have to leave the direct 6 to escape with tempo if I don't hit. So maybe since I'm leaving it direct anyway, I should just hit and take the opportunity of him fanning. This isn't really where I want the checker though. And this would prevent like the whole priming thing forever. I feel like the race is a little too close to give up a 6 though, just to like escape. I'm really not sure about this one. I feel kind of lost in this game already. Not sure if he wants the 6 around or to unstack. Biggest problem with his position seems to be these 6 checkers on the 13. But yeah, this at least gets closer to safety, so I get it. It looks like all of my numbers next roll should do something pretty good. Yeah, there's some 4 duplication if he stays back there too, actually, though. So maybe I like understacking there. All right, 6 looks like it wants to do that. We don't reach the blot with this one. We could come around or we can make a blocking point. Making the blocking point seems pretty good, but then I don't know where my last one is. I guess I could duplicate aces like this. Doesn't seem too bad. I don't really love the idea of just coming out and offering up 4s and 1s to hit the double shot. Feels like it's going to make the most sense though. But I think I have to escape. If I came around like this, I could just not make the blocking point. Maybe that's the best thing to do, actually. Why do I really need to prime him when I'm this far ahead in the race? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll try to just play like this. So aces we're going to hit anyway. But I have less blots to deal with, still doing well in the race. Feels like the follow-up on this is nicer. I don't know. I can't hit. I don't think, I kind of want to play off the midpoint, but maybe I should just step into it here. I want to see the light. I don't want to enter and be primed here. 4 to 3 seems like a candidate. I don't really want to give him aces and 2s to play here. I think I should just do this. It's a little bit safer. But I'm always wary of killing checkers further like this. 4s was going to be good either way, but I think it's going to point on my head now. And now I can enter on the ace a little more safely. Yeah, I can't see stacking the points up. All right, in on the 1. I would have to give a direct 6, and 6s aren't good otherwise, so I'm very tempted to play behind. That feels weird to do. I guess the follow-up's a lot better if he doesn't roll a 6. So maybe that's a good reason to play down. And just like burying the checker, I don't know. Maybe I got to stay pure. I mean, I'm already down in the race. I don't know how to follow up on this position when I bury a checker to the ace as well. So after a roll like this where he doesn't hit, I think I'm happier to have this here kind of threatening the back checker as well. Well, this is slightly awkward for him. Interesting. He really likes those 3 of them and then doesn't have a last one. So maybe he just has to switch, yeah. Yeah, I guess when I'm in the air, I don't really like the other blot hanging around. That's kind of a problem. But this works out okay. Get to take a tempo back. Interesting. He can do this. I guess he can do that and hit twice. But he could just make the 4 point as well. Probably putting 2 in the air is a little better. Confusing decisions. I get to send one back, so I'm under a lot of pressure in this position, but I survive one more roll at that for sure. 3 is going to enter, and I think the 2 should just play down. And do I have the advantage yet? Oh, not anymore. I get hit. But I have an actual anchor now, too. Okay. This is a strange game we've got going here. Lots going on. I have the goofy extra anchor, the 17, and now I have a real 22-point anchor as well. Because he's going to come in and hit, I think. But my front position's kind of real ugly. Both of ours are there, though, so lots going on in this one. Okay, I could end up with this checker back would be kind of like my 7th back. So there might be a few gammons in this position. But he's got the point made behind. I mean, my first instinct in a position like this is always to take, but maybe I'm actually supposed to pass this. I've got 1 up, threatening to have a 2nd back, so I'm hoping to enter quickly and not just stay on the roof the whole time. And if I can do that, I will most likely have 5 checkers back with not too good of... I think I'm just going to pass this. I mean, there still feels like there's game here, but I don't know. I really don't. I tend to take deep there, so I'm going to try to err on the side of passing instead. Pretend like I'm learning something. I am certain that there were a lot of potential gammons there, but I can probably win that game a good amount of the time too, so those are hard to balance out sometimes. All right, 6 is going to cover. And then I guess the 4 wants to split while I have the better board. Seems like a lot of indirects to play down there. Even though I don't love to split into the stacks here. I think it's still kind of generally better to split. I I think I want an anchor, and then I will slot in front of him. I'm leading the race, so I guess he would go for it, but baiting him off the anchor is like a common theme in these kinds of positions. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Stay here. I don't want to bury behind quite yet. Ooh, that's a really good way to hit it. Bummer. I don't think I'm down enough to stay back on the ace. So I'll just step up for mobility right away. Go for the nice distribution ace 6 to 5. Certainly would be more contact if I stayed back on the 24. But I don't think I need it. I think the mobility is going to be worth more here. 6-4, so we can volunteer a 3 in front of the anchor while he has a blot. Or we can make the 2-point. I think I'm going to go for the mobility now, just to make sure I don't get stuck back on the anchor in a relatively close race. Ooh, that's a really nice one to hit with, but I'm still going to get a ton of returns even when he covers here. 3s and 6s are nicely diversified with my entering numbers. All right, we get to hit back. He misses. What does he do with this? Come around. It's probably best to put it in front of my anchor, but I guess he could put 2 checkers in front of my stripped midpoint, and then he never gets pointed on the 4-point, so that's kind of nice. I don't see any reason to throw a checker behind, though. Yeah, I'd do something with one of the back checkers and try to make progress toward home. But yeah, what I liked about that initially is that I'm very unlikely to hit him with a 5 and break my anchor in doing so. But it sure does look potent to be able to maybe point on him and board. 2-1. I think I'm hitting. He's got the better board, though. So maybe I'm not supposed to, since he can't necessarily get home with all this anyway. And it's going to be a ton of returns. All 7s, a lot of 1s, a 4-6. Maybe some other 4s are going to hit and board, too. It feels a little big. And it doesn't feel like it can work out all that well. So let's just let him come a little bit closer to me. I'm going to try that. I don't know. It is unlikely that he'll be able to clean up both blots. But he will be able to move it in front of my anchor, like I was suggesting before. I think he wants to clean up 16 to 13. Oh, this is a way. But I think 16 to 13 and then 15 to 10 is what I would be thinking. Again, to force me to break my anchor to hit if I want to do it. I miss. I guess I'm just going to slot the 3 because I don't have any other aces, huh? Okay. I mean, the other way to do it is to make it and just playing like this. Yeah, let's try that. 4 prime. I might get the shot now. It might be nice to have the solid prime. I don't really know. Should be pretty similar. He's doing pretty well in this game. I think this is still a... I wouldn't think it's a cube yet because I think I can still take even when he safeties the checker. There's still pretty good contact out here with the 10-point and the midpoint. But maybe the threat of pointing behind or something like that could be enough. Maybe there's some gammons that change it a little bit with the 3rd checker back. I don't know. I don't think he wants to leave any extra shots in this position. So I think probably just 16 to 9 would be my play. I don't really see a need for extra blots either. Just try to get closer to home, and I will generally have to break my anchor to hit. So I would go for some play like that. I miss, and I guess. I don't really want to make the points out of order, but I don't know if I just want to break a point either. I don't know. Didn't see a lot of good options with that. But he gets away with a loose hit, safeties the checker up, and I think I'm still doing fine on contact to play this game here, but of course I would have rather hit. Whoa, what did I hit here? This is coming around twice. And then I think I'm just going to slot 2 points, yeah. Seems fine. Yeah, I'm not close enough in the race to run yet. Maybe I forgot that I'm getting really close in the race after double 6s, so maybe giving up the midpoint's pretty good there. But I think my play must be okay too. And we'll just bring a checker in. 2-1, not a great racing roll. This is a great roll to clear the midpoint. Now he's just got the 10 to contend with, so contact's getting a lot worse for me. But fortunately I got a little bit of racing equity back. think he's got to clear that midpoint with the racing lead. Got to try to get away with a safe race. I think I can afford to slot the pure point here because I'm not likely to get a shot this roll. Maybe switching to the 9 is better. I don't really know there. I would be thinking about clearing from the rear, since that's like the problem point. But of course you do make another landing point to do this, but another landing point's another point to clear, so it's tough to know on those. I'm just trying to keep my checkers alive. He gets to clear, so that's a big step in the right direction for him. Contact's getting pretty weak for me. I am about ready to run with 1 checker, so I'll go ahead and bring this in and not worry about saving 6s. 4-2 gets to clear the 8. Still has a blot behind on the deuce. Yeah, you can cover it, but then you have no 2. That isn't like much worse. And I don't think he's getting enough priming value for anything like this to make sense. I think you just bring the 2 checkers in. I think with the lead in the race. Just focus on that game plan. Don't risk a bunch of rolls that can get stuck. I think it's close enough that I should just go all the way. I have to go with both either way. Yeah, what am I talking about? I think this is the way to do it too. Okay, I hold a very potent 2 cube now. My racing distribution's a little bit better. I think I'm still down a little bit, but it's getting close. All right, I think I'm probably in the lead, but I think I have to have a sort of normal lead to recube here. I don't think it should change a little bit with any sort of match lead like this, or match trail, but I don't think enough where I'm going to adjust my strategy much here. I think I'm just going to play it like a normal race. I am clearly losing after he caught up with the set, though. Did I catch up on that? It was a good roll for me, but his 2s were good too. I hadn't caught up all the way. Oh, there we go. I dodge a set and just win. Okay, that's a boring recube. I only get 2 points. That is 11 away, 12 away. He goes for the sneaky split. The reverse. And avoids getting pointed on. Well done. 6-2 probably still wants to make the 4 point, but he's left himself a couple options. I guess I don't see where the 6 is if I anchor up, so probably what we have to do. 4-2 doesn't improve much. He's split, so I kind of have some desire to be split, but I could make the 9 while he's threatening to make the 22. That seems like it makes some sense as well. I don't really love my 2 anywhere after I split with my 4 either. I think I'll just stay anchored and try that out, yeah. Yeah, it is kind of a nice time to challenge the stripped midpoint. I don't mind his idea there, but I would kind of assume that the default play is to make the anchor, but yeah, I don't know now that it's primed. That's tricky. I can't do anything with my back checkers. That's what I was hoping to do here. So I could just give up the midpoint. And my only safe plays, I'd probably have to slot if I don't. I feel like 11 to 6, 8 to 5 is kind of my next best. But it seems weird to have it slotted and then 2 spares on the 6. I don't know if that's the idea. I'll look at it real quick. Just doesn't seem like it's going to develop well enough. Like maybe this is a little bit better. 4-3, 4-4, 2-5, 2-6. It's not a ton of shots, but it's a good number. 7 of them, so it's not that much less than a direct is kind of the issue. And I give up the midpoint. But it should make the 5 naturally and also allow me a little easier time making this 7 maybe. I think I'll just do this though. All right. I don't see any hitters, so I'm going to just go ahead and make this really nice anchor. And be in this game for a long time. I guess this can safety the blot and make the 3 point. I don't see a ton of value in attacking, but the distribution's pretty awkward. So I don't know. I don't see anything better, but makes you try to look for something, for sure. 5-4. I guess I'm just running from the back. I don't want to break a point in front to hit. So I think just going for some mobility. This helps me cover the outfield if he tries to run somewhere too in some ways. Okay, he's lost his midpoint, which should give me... Well, I thought he lost his midpoint. I guess he can play like this into the ace. Okay. Thought maybe he wanted to clear it, but... Maybe he doesn't need the bridge to the back checker so bad. Maybe this is better. Could be right. It's going to give me a hard time attacking on this roll too. That'll make it easier. All right. I am still way down the race with 2 backs, so I don't feel like I have anything much for a cube here. Maybe I do, though. What is, if I play like this, I leave better distribution to maybe make the bar. But it just looks weird to front load like this. And I don't think there's really much I can do to get... Could play like this to try to get more checkers for when he enters, but leaves a shot unnecessarily. And I could play like this. And at least doesn't front load the checker. Maybe I don't need to get all these extra shots of the bar. This feels better for distribution and everything. I'll try that out. Leaves me less shots if he jumps out too, so maybe that was a reason to spread out too. Could have got 3s instead of just 2s and 6s. And I still need to hit here. He's still got game. Yeah, I needed the 3. Guess I made a mistake. What do I do with this? Ugh. I can trash my board, or I can leave a shot. Seem to be my options. I think I'm going to leave a shot. I think I just need the pure contact to win. So an ace should often decide the game, but he can't cover when he hits it, so I'll get a shot back at it. I don't know. I guess this is still takeable, but I don't mind the idea of the cube. I guess the thing is when he misses, he's still got a lot of work to do. I think this should play 8 to 6 along with it probably. To the 5 was well duplicated, and he wants to cover for the ace, I think. Yeah, I like this. But yeah, it still feels like there's work to do even after he hits. And if I fan, maybe he hasn't lost his market by much if he has, so. Feels reasonable to send it now. I think it feels reasonable to pass, but I'm not like crystal clear on that. I mean, if I'm in, I have fine contact, and he has not that much time, but the thing is I might not be in, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go, and I'm not super confident in that pass, but I don't mind. $11-point match, okay. We're going to hit back. I think he wants to hit back. He's struggling to figure out how to bring the checkers in that way. Anchoring is viable. I should have a lot of ways to hit back on the bar point. Maybe he's reconsidering with all the shots. Yeah, I can't imagine that this could ever be the better hit. I would rather send a 3rd checker back. I feel like we're going to get into time trouble in this match. I feel like I'm playing really slowly in the beginning here. And also he has less time than me, so... 4 in. Cool, I send a 3rd back. And I get an anchor. And he fans. I think I have to do a little bit more, but that's a healthy advantage that I got there. Now I have a point and a 3rd back. He doesn't have an anchor. I only have 8 in the zone. He's going to anchor most of the time. So what am I worried about? I like point and he fans. There aren't a lot of those. I hit loose. How often am I hitting loose? Sometimes. Could be a double. His distribution's weird. I'm always going to have the better board. Just feels so weak. It feels like most of the time we just enter in an anchor game. But, okay. I'm going to lose my market there. We'll bring 2 down. Yeah, I think this is just too good now. But if he anchors, I'm sad. Okay. Should I just get them both going? Try to win the race here so I definitely have a claim? Things go poorly? Yeah, I think I'll try that out. Ooh, interesting. That makes things very interesting. I don't think I can cube from the bar, but maybe, because I think a lot of times I'm going to hit loose and win the game that way. Can I give this much up, though? He's going to... Oh, it just seems unnecessary when I'm so far ahead in the race. Yeah, I don't think I need to. I think I'm just going to play simple. It's a nice blocking point with the 23. I hate turning that into like indirect from the bar instead. Yeah, the 3 out feels good somehow, but maybe just cleaning up. I think it's too long of a game to clean up yet. So I think I like leaving it out. 5-3 doesn't hit anywhere. I do have to leave I have to break something. What should go? I don't want to enter deeper and allow him the aces to hit, so maybe I'll play like this and give up this 16 already. I guess there's a little bit of ace duplication when I play like this. Some indirects that get there. I kind of like the way this covers the board a little bit better, I think. We'll see, though. If I get into a winning race, then I kind of want to clear from the rear. Okay, he hits the indirects. I'm still doing fine in this game, but not doing as well as I was. I don't think there's a whole bunch to do with that ace-deuce there, all the different ways, but I figure this allows me some rolls to make the bar in the 4 without giving up the 8-point. 5-4, yeah. I guess the race is too close for him to play a 23-point game here, so he really has to think about coming off that somehow now. Like, soon. And I can just play simple until then. I think there's no need to leave a direct shot, so I'll just run from there. We're getting into that territory. Okay, that's a decent offensive improvement, but I feel like I have a lot of threats to lose my market here. I don't feel like that's one of them. I think I have to give this up to fill in like that. That feels reasonable. Wow, I can't do anything with my back checkers. That's really unfortunate. And I have to give up the 8 as well. That was a nice blocking point to have. I think there's still enough contact where it doesn't really make sense to send a cube yet. I guess I don't see a reason to volunteer the direct ace quite yet. I mean, I can really reduce shots by doing it, so there is some merit to it. Like, it's not going to get less than that, really. I guess I could roll a number that just gets by without leaving a shot at all, so of course it can. All right. You might want to buy some flexibility instead. I'm not sure about that. This looks very difficult to follow up on when you're already down in the race. So I think I don't mind the idea of making the board and volunteering. I just want to be able to run, really. I guess I'm going to... Should I leave? Okay, it's 6-2, 6-3, 5-3, 5-4. And I could clean up 2 of those, or I can cover the ace. I think the 2 shots must be worth more. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's kind of easier than I'm making it. Okay, I'm still ahead in the race. Just need to escape my lone back checker. I think for him, continuing to the 11 feels like it's still... Actually, if he stays back, I can't run with 6s as effectively because I leave the shot out here too. So maybe that was actually worth some contact there. I don't know. I want to be prepared to hit fly shots, I think. So I think I'll go ahead and cover. Even though there are certainly more pure plays. All right. We're even in the race now. So I still just want to run. 2 double 6s later. Yeah, this seems fine. I didn't think of keeping maximum contact like this, but I guess it makes a lot of sense. got to spend a little less time shuffling the checkers, though, I think. I don't even know if I want to run now. What do I hope to happen otherwise? Threes. Hoping to get an indirect? I don't know. If I do this, then I can crack my board with the 5-4 and stuff. I think I just have to run. I hate doing this, though, when I get away, I'm in a relatively even game, and when I get hit, I'm not. I lose a lot of ground in the race. Could be a cube, but I don't think it's strong enough. Even when he hits, I don't think he's ahead that much. I guess if he hits and I fan, could be a pass. Could be market loss, I guess. But if I enter here, I'm kind of feeling fine. I've got the better board, reasonably close race, all that. Still feels very playable. Not really risking any gammons here with only 3 pips left outside. And so he's created a tough position for himself, having sent the cube where I think he's probably supposed to hit loose here. I think you kind of have to go for the win. He's outboarded, though. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need to leave something in there. Okay, I need the contact now. Or double sixes. I think I'll stay for a roll. He could roll a 6-3, 6s, 5s. Okay, yeah. And a deuce. Perfect. I think I need the closeout. Okay, I'm threatening it, and he's only got 4 off. Yeah, this is a good recube. I think I've got this one buried checker on the ace, but I mean, I think this is probably a pretty easy pass. I have 20, 21 numbers to cover. So I don't all the time, but even when he hits, then he's got to not get hit over here. And I don't know. When he gets closed out, it's pretty lost. I think 5 off should be a regular take if all of his checkers are on the deep points, but he also has this gap on the 3 and the checkers on the 4. So it's worse than the usual even 4 checkers off. Looks like a tough one. All right. 9 away, 11 away. Small lead. I think we're getting pointed on here. I'm hoping for one of those lucky anchor pass rolls, but I get one of those lucky fan rolls instead. Okay. Yeah, this is not enough to cube at normal scores, and it's not too different to be at 11 away, 9 away, so I wouldn't be thinking about it there. But maybe he was pausing to double check on the cube. Good to think about in the open after your opponent fans for sure on like a weak board. Pretty big deal in the opening. I am down in the race already, but I'm outboarded, so I don't know if I want to get another blot involved, but I hate coming to the outfield for all these double shots and everything. I think I will. Let's get more checkers involved. He can hit 2 of them if he wants. It's probably a good step in the right direction, but I mean, making the 4 and the 11 are both very attractive too, so I don't think I've given up too much. I get the 20 point out of it as well, so I've got a lot of game in this position. I'm feeling okay. He's got a clear plan of trying to get his checkers to safety and play in the race. I just got to improve my board really quickly. Maybe making the 11s worth something. Yeah, blitzing behind could be, but with only a 2-point board, I don't know about this. To give up the 8 to do it too. You really need that landing point to get everything on the midpoint and those 2 checkers in the outfield home. He's like really desperate to remake it if he even gets away with this. Yeah, instead of stacking up, maybe the 11 feels a little bit better. But he does leave the shot in the right place this way, so also seems reasonable. I don't think I need the anchor so bad right now. I think I can afford to give it up to hit here and hope to remake something. It's only 8 in the zone. I don't know, though. It's kind of risky. It just feels like he's getting a little too close to home to let him go. Not great alternatives, but... All right, we got 2 checkers back again, so we're getting back in this kind of. Still hoping to reestablish an anchor and start firing away at the checkers in his home board here, I think. That's the plan. I guess we'll make the deeper one and hit. It's the wrong checker. I'd much rather hit from the 6, but is there any way that it can be better to just... I think I gotta take away half a roll. I don't know. I'm not sure. Feels like a pretty weak play for me. 6-3. So we can cover from the mid. I think that's the thing to do. We could also make the bar point, but I'm okay with the anchor I have right now, so let's play some offense. 4 can't clean up, so I think it probably just needs to step up to the 20 into harm's way. I think it's a few too many shots to play 11-7. I don't see a reason to create another blot with 13-9. And 6-2 is just too passive and permanently buried. I feel like I'm going to end up winning this match on time. Do I want to hit here? I really want to unstack, so I kind of feel like why not? But then I don't see any other 2 I like with it or anything like that. Ugh. I don't know. It's so weak. Oh, yeah, I can do this. I can just make the better anchor. Yeah, let's do that. Make a really good point. Sometimes I almost miss moves that are possible. Sometimes I do miss them. All right, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of cleanup options, so I guess if you have to leave a shot anyway, why not? Or he could just keep working on running, but his racing lead is not as great anymore. Wonderful. And I think we'll make the point, though we could hit loose on the 5 as well. So now I think we probably bring this down. We want a lot of follow-up when he doesn't make the 20. This looks strong. I have 4 checkers back, so it probably can't be too good, right? I'm ahead in the match, too, which also makes it pretty weak, but I'm going to win a ton of gammons in this one. I've got the better board. I've got 2 on the roof. I've got 10 in the zone. So my blitzes should be pretty weak because I only have 10 with 4 back. It's hard to get enough ammunition to close out. So you should have enough time to anchor up somewhere. It could still be too good pretty easily, though, couldn't it? I think I'm going to try cubing it. Two in the air is just a lot against the 3-point board. I'm going to put the 3rd in the air a lot of the time. It's probably worth taking a roll. Probably giving up quite a bit there. But, okay. 8 away, 11 away. I'm ahead slightly in the match, so I'm going to start favoring racing here. When he's like having some clock trouble too, I don't really like to think about that. But I guess hypothetically I should try to cash and play another game when he's in time trouble like this. I have kind of a time big advantage. And I feel like what ends up happening is they just figure out how to play speed gammon and don't really make any more mistakes playing fast, and then you just gave away equity for no apparent reason, hoping that they would give something back later. So I can make the 9, I can make the 4, I can hit. Let's just hit. Send a 3rd back. Feels like the clearest advantage to me. 8 away, 11 away. I feel like I've got a pretty solid lead in this game already, too. I almost want to think about the cube already. I think I want to... I mean, the next roll feels like it's going to decide it a lot of times, but I think I want to err on the side of losing my market in this at this particular score as well. So I think I will take a roll here, though maybe I would want to send this at a normal score. 6-2 can just make the prime. It seems pretty strong. Or I can hit loose to try to keep him from covering. I like this with 3 checkers back. I think I'm just going to do this. Well, he can either make the best anchor or make the 5-point. He can't do both. Probably should hit loose after it. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. That's another one where at a normal score, my chance at rolling the 4 seems like enough to send the cube. Maybe I'm going to try to hit it first in this particular game, but whoa. I feel like I really lose my market by a lot sending a fourth checker back. And when he doesn't, he still has all this to contend with. So even if he puts a second checker on the, I think I'm never in too bad a shape. I think I am going to cube this. If I fan, I'm sad, and he's got ways into this, but I think he's still kind of a long way having to get two to the edge of my prime and then hop them both. So I've got some defense there too. I've got some entering twos that play pretty well for me as well. Yeah, so I think this is worth doing. Take him off the edge of the prime, try to buy some time to pick up that extra checker. He enters well, though. Yeah, remaking the 8 seems really strong here. I'm not sure why he wants to hit deep and create more shots like that. But he's survived that sequence pretty well, I think. All things considered, you know, hitting back and sending a third checker back, pretty strong. I get my 4, though. Okay, that's pretty big. I don't really want to give him a 3 to play. So maybe this is clearly like a worse place for the checker, but I just really like the duplication that I'm getting here. I think I'm going to do this. All right, I think this worked out pretty well, but it's not... Maybe it'd still be nice to just claim after it goes this way. With these 3 back on the 24. I'm not sure I'm like that glad to have the cube over there, but I don't know. It's a strong position. Can't be too upset. I think the aces don't work that well. So I'm probably just going to clean up and break the prime, or I could slot the front and give him 3s. What else is there? I can make the 4 and leave 6s and 4s everywhere. Ugh. I think I just need to do this. I sure do hate giving up the prime and giving 7s to kind of make there. Ooh, I guess he can play some offense? Okay, yeah, with the blotted here, sure. I was immediately saw that he could step up to the 22 and ruin my game quite a bit. I wonder if there's something better with those aces. I don't know what to do, but that's pretty bad to have to give up the prime. That was like... The main value of this position that I was relying on was that 4 prime with the 3 stuck back on the 24, and now I don't have that. It is possible to get attacked and just kind of not remake it, you know? All right, what do I need to do here? I can remake the prime. Yeah, I think this is good for roll. I feel like just playing this pure game makes a lot of sense here. I could have hit and stuff like that too, and I am a little worried about getting stuck on the 23, but I think it's gappy enough that I don't have to worry about that, and it's better to just reestablish the 4 prime. I have a few free rolls from the midpoint and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I think he's under more pressure timing-wise, for sure, with the checkers locked up on the 24 and extra back, all these things. So I think I'm finding the right plan here. Man, is he going to be stressed for time really soon. That's a beautiful shot. 5 prime should work well. I'm not even going to think about other options. Advancing to the 22 is good. Hitting, stuff like that. All reasonable, but... All right, ace is great. I guess I could come off the back, but I think this is probably better. Oh, he's going to establish 2 anchors, but does not have the timing for it. So I will make my 6 prime and get going, and I should be good to go in this game now. Winning a lot of gammons too. Oh, he cracks pretty bad immediately too. All right, I'll keep a little bit of bonus contact there, see if I can get another checker back behind the prime for a few extra gammons. Yep, I don't mind hanging out there. I'll probably try to place a checker on the 23 too, so I can cover that and try to make it naturally. It'll be hard to come home against the 24 point if I don't have it. It does feel like a step on the road here, is to try to make that. Sure, we can hit and slot it. If we get hit, we can go try to bring another checker back. Nothing but good things can happen there, I think. I don't think I'm in a big rush to cover it or trap quite yet. How do I want to trap when I do, too? That's going to be a question. Hitting there doesn't seem entirely unreasonable. Maybe giving him a 6 out makes some sense here. Well, I have time to do it. I don't love the distribution of this, but I do want to pull him off the 24, I guess. I don't know. I'll try it. Ooh, what's he going to do with this? This could save a lot of gammons. I think he wants to hit. I don't know what he should do. This is confusing. I guess I'm glad that I played this way so that he can escape and have to figure this play out. But it killed the 22 points, so I should get to fill that in a lot. Maybe put another checker in the air. I think this can work for me pretty well. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit. And I kill 2 checkers if I... Oh, what do I do? Maybe I'll play like this. I would like to push the gap forward by switching 5 to 3, but it feels like a little too much here. Like, I don't know if I can afford to have 2 checkers dead behind there, too. I think it can be too hard to make the 20 from there. 3s, I think entering is pretty good just to get checkers moving, but I should be able to hit loose at least with most rolls, so I'm feeling pretty good about that, too. And I get to make the point. I'm hoping he actually just stays out for a while. I'm good with that. I think that's going to be my easiest way to win a gammon. Should win a lot of gammons no matter what. But I think it helps him if he's moving checkers around into his board and getting to pop this out. So, ooh, that's not so good. I guess I should just peel aggressively. Extra 2 shots. Shouldn't be too different. And he's not ready to contain it anyway. Not sure it cleans up any easier. 6 off. What can I can only play aces. Aces are going to leave a shot then. I'm still peeling. I don't know. I got problem aces, but it feels worth it. I don't think I'm too heartbroken if I have to play one off the 5. I only have a 2. 2s play fine from there too. So let's keep all the big doubles working fine. It's a little stripped though. Wouldn't be too surprised if I'm not seeing some number that plays really poorly. Yeah, maybe the cleanup's going to be really hard from here now too. But so I've gotten a lot of extra checkers off this way. If he hits, I'm not too worried against the 3-point board. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, Lincoln blots up feels like it makes sense. Kind of like that idea. Damage reduction when I come in hitting. Lifting the blot seems like it could be okay too. He's doing a good job of scrambling. And I just need to dodge one of these to have the gammon back on. Of course, hitting helps a bunch too. I dodged one. I think it should make the 8-point probably and leave me a lot of... Oh, he's going to leave me the direct ace instead. Could have left me a lot of indirects. Maybe this is somehow less. I don't know. But I'll go ahead and hit and try to win some more gammons. He gets to enter. Ooh, he can't really avoid stepping into direct range somehow. Okay. Oh, he could play to the 21 and 18 to 12. That's probably better. And then I will almost always be coming to him. He can stay for contact for another roll, probably. Oh, that's fun. I guess I play like this. No fan, okay. I'm happy to have cleared some contact there. Ooh, there we go. That's going to win some gammons. That's really going to win some gammons. Okay, I'm going on to 4 away, 11 away. I'm going to have to be a lot more careful with the cube from here for sure. Not going to be sending very often. Even though the 4 points wins the match, it's just like he's going to recube so easily. Being this far down in the match. So I got to be careful about giving him that weapon. Ooh, I make an anchor. Beautiful. Wonderful start when you're leading the match just to make an advanced anchor and get to hopefully play a simple game. Now I need to develop a little bit in the board. Ooh, that's a great way to do it. Getting some good dice. All right, my ace has to leave a shot somewhere. So probably the way to leave the least is to just hit 8 to 2. Yeah, I don't see anything better. I get away with it, but it's tough to follow up on too. I'm pretty stiff in this position. Maybe I almost just like want him to get home. What can I do here? Is there some way I'm missing to not create an extra blot? Seems like I'm going to have to leave a direct no matter what. I could at least put him in the air, but maybe I'd rather just have the point. This seems like the way to go. Yeah, I don't see much gain on that. Could just stack up and only leave the ace at least. But I think I just might as well have an extra board point. I mean, if I hit on the ace and come down, then I don't have another board point. So, but he's in the air. I don't know. This is probably going to leave sixes from the bar. So I should get a lot of return shots anyway. Still have an anchor game when I miss. Pretty good return. Ooh, better return from him. I need a 6 again. I don't get it. This is a lot of checkers locked up together when I play like this, but I feel like tactically this makes sense here. I don't want to be stuck back in primed more. I don't know which one I'll leave. I don't really want to put a blot in front of him. All right, I think I am going to sit on those twos for a little bit and give up my midpoint first here. Weird position. Maybe I could have thought more about playing 21 to 18 there for some mobility, but yeah, he just looks really stiff to me. So I think I'm going to try to emphasize that by hanging on to this for a while, even though I only have 16 extra pips to play with. Not that much timing. I think I have plenty of contact and don't lose a ton of gammons when I have anchors like this. I think this is a good one to play, even at the score. 6-1 has to leave a shot right away with my 4-point board. I'm happy. A double shot. And I miss it. Dang it. Is there any reason to volunteer here? I think his board's a little too strong, so I'll just play like this. I mean, it would be nice to slot 7 to 5. This is a little awkward as well. I mean, he can play safe for a roll, but then how is he ever unstacking this 13-point? This looks like a tall order. My board is ready. I'm ready for his shot. 5-6 just plays by. Okay. This seems to control the most board for at least a roll. But being involved with the 6s here is very good too. I don't know. 6-3 is like a nightmare now. Yeah, I got to make that, don't I? 3-2 isn't much better. Oh, he's just going to clear the point. Okay. Once he does that, I can just leave the 21 with one checker, I think, pretty comfortably. And let him try to sort this out. Like here is probably, I mean, he could give up the 6 and make 2 points. If we're giving up points like we have already, like this is actually a fairly good version of it. So I'm feeling very good about my contact. And now when if he's forced to hit with the 9, it can advance me forward and stuff. A lot of good things can happen when he has to hit loose. So, but of course I am hanging back there. Maybe I won't make my 6 force me off of something. We'll play like this. Ooh, 4s is a great shot for him. Makes a landing point there. Yeah, I don't see any other way around that. Still going to have tough rolls from the midpoint. 6-2, my board's ready. Oh, he's surviving it. Oh, what do I do with this? It's going to be... I'm still way down in the race, so I just have to stay, right? Seems like the best contact. What else can I do? He is wasting with 5 checkers here. Still down in the race after that, so I think I have to stay for contact. What else would there be? Something like, do I want to stay out here instead and play for like 6-1, 5-1, 6-2, 5-2? That's something. 6-1, 6-2, 5-1, 5-2. Those are all bad anyway, though, if I just play like this. I think I'm going to play like this. I don't know. Feels like I keep the most contact this way. He has to come into direct range with this no matter what, 2. 3 would have been hitting if I stayed out there. Yes, I mean, I don't even know if that's the right way to do it, to give up a board point. But if I hit, I can win a gammon for the match. I think that I should stay again. Yeah, he's got to come to me with the 4 again. It's getting harder to win a gammon for the match. Ones and 7s, it looks like. Yeah, that's probably the least shots that he can leave, I presume. Ooh, I'm going to hit them both. Okay, here's my chance. I guess. What can I do? I have to play the 6 in. I guess I should just peel. I don't know. Why not? Ooh, that's an interesting way to clean it up. This is possible. Okay. I've got too many deep. This is going to be very hard to win a gammon here. So sad for me. What do I have? 10 crossovers, and he has, yeah, a lot less. So I need a lot of doubles to do this. But I'm happy to win the game. Stay in a big match lead. Should be getting a 2-away, 11-away. Ooh, he's not rolling great. It's very possible if I just roll a set, I guess. Not that set. All right, one last chance at it. All right, match goes on. I guess I got a cube there. All right, nice healthy lead. 2-away, 11-away. I am going to have trouble finding a cube for the rest of this match. He should be sending them with almost any advantage. It looks like he's going to have enough time for the match, too, after all. Nice start for me. I get the 5 point, but he's got his slotted, so a lot of times he's going to equalize here. Ooh, not with that roll. So I have the double shot to unslot, but the double 6s can't be bad, of course. 4-6, I think, keeps going instead of creating another blot. Yeah, my movement's a little restricted with that. I think the 2 can hit if he wants there. It feels like a lot of blots and shots returned, though. If I get if I end up scooping a lot of these up, ooh, like that, then I'm going to end up having to play 2 good a lot. I think it's better to switch here than to hit loose. I don't know. Yeah, I think I really want to hit fly shots next time and things like that. Yep, I can never send a cube in this kind of position either. We're going to get into direct range here. I guess the 5's going to come down. This is awkward. We can cover back there now. Maybe making the 4 points better somehow. I don't really know. And now I have nothing. I guess until he leaves me a shot. And then I have something. Then I have a whole bunch to work with. I don't know how to do this. I feel like I really want to unstack this guy. And then I could anchor with it. But that's a lot of shots to leave. But can I afford to have another one back there? Maybe. If I just hit here, there's going to be a lot less returns. You can make the bar point a lot. Maybe I want to say, maybe I just want to like step up or something like this. I don't know. This feels big. 3-6 gets the link up. I don't mind that at all, though. I'm worried about being hit everywhere. Ooh, this feels productive as well. The anchor seems pretty good. And then 3s are duplicated. And then leave 3s duplicated. Why not? I guess advancing would bring another cover into range. So that's kind of nice. 5-4 doesn't do much. Maybe it just unloads the 6 point. It's annoying to do that. I don't know how you follow up on it, but he does really want to keep the prime in front of me, I guess. He's kind of got a lot of competing game plans. Aren't really like syncing up all that well here. I think I want to keep the better points slotted. I don't know what else to do with that one. Yeah, if he hits, then he can only cover 1. I got a lot of good returns here. 2-4 will do. I guess why not put a second one in the air? It's less ammunition right here, but it's just going to be awkward to stack up the 4 point anyway. Feels right. I do have to be careful about too much getting stuck back there, but not too careful, I guess. I don't know. This is weird. I want to play my ace down or just play pure somewhere, but I guess this should be fine. Yeah. My checkers aren't doing very efficient work on the front here. That's a little better, but I also kind of want to run with it. I guess I don't really have a big... I can do like this and not worry too much about giving up the anchor, I think. I think this is okay. It's not when this happens. Maybe that was an overplay. I think you probably should just make the 5 point. Yeah, there's some big jokers like that I give up when I play the way I did. So maybe keeping the anchor is better and just run 23, especially at the score all the way instead of hitting, but just getting uncomfortable with how poorly distributed my front checkers are. Okay, I get away with it. I'm going to leave blots everywhere. What could go wrong? He could fan. That could go wrong for him. I think I want to do that and give myself a chance at escaping. I feel comfortable playing pretty pure here. And really hoping for some way to make this point. I could point on his head behind instead and just buy some time. No, I can hit this checker and play like this. Okay, this is good. Pure is better here. He enters 2. That's a little faster than I like, but if I can make some priming points in front, I think that can work out very well for me. I think I'll just clean this up, and things are looking good, I think. He's got a pretty awkward position to play. I guess, I don't think he actually wants to play a double anchor game here, so I don't really mind just coming off the 23. Maybe keeping the offense in order feels a little bit better here. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because I'm definitely going to be happy to attack behind and things like that too. Okay, can't do anything about the back checkers, so I think I'll just play like this. He's stuck. 4-2. I guess I need to get up to the edge to see my way out. And if he enters on the deuce, I don't mind. So I'm not really in any hurry to prevent the 23 here, I don't think. 5, I want him to enter so he can do stuff like that. This feels like way too gammonish for me to get a Cuban at this score too. So I think I'll just be playing this on with him having 5 checkers back and burying checkers on the ace now. Things are looking good. I think I'm happy to get sent back and pick up that other checker. It works. Sweet. Oh, the 5 is awful too. Okay. Might get it done on this game. He's getting down there on time. I really feel worried he's going to lose on time. I don't think I've won one of these WBIF matches on time yet. Let's just spread out, leave him lots of ways to crack and leave shots. Oh, he's starting to play a little bit faster. Okay, seems like he's going to have a handle on the clock when things get bad. I think I want to put a checker behind there, hopefully get hit with an ace. Give him some more time to recirculate and crack. 6 looks good. 5 looks good. I guess I can roll some weird numbers if I stay back here like this, but what is he going to do here? Bury another checker to keep 2 anchors? Yeah, it seems quite reasonable. 2s. Do I even want to make that one behind? What am I doing? I could just like switch and unprime a little bit. I mean, filling this in is very good. So maybe I should do this. Yeah, let's be safe about it. I would have liked to hit. I guess this is possible to lose. So be a frustrating one though. 5, and then why do I want to pop out for the direct? I'll just get the ace ready to hit. When he attacks me, it looks like he's going to lift and find something to do with the 5. I don't know why he wants to come into direct range. 23 to 18 is the biggest play, in a way. 6 is okay. You know the ways this played out, there's not that many gammons here. He does need to get that extra back checker moving, and then he'll be safe. I think that's the way to do that. I'm getting front loaded though too. Okay. Maybe I'll leave some awkward shot here right away. I think playing to the ace is better than a 5 stack on the 3. Don't want to volunteer. There we go. I clear the 8 point safely and get 2 checkers off. He gets moving. Good shot for him. Okay, so a little bit for each of us. I think I'm just peeling against this. Clearing the 6 points pretty strong there too. Maybe I'm supposed to do that and claim if I don't or something like that too. That's possible. I am pretty awkward here now. But I guess he can't even really punish me if he hits a checker. So I think I should probably keep playing on. Oh, he's just going to run for it. So now I'm playing on for free if he does it that way. But the gammon looks fairly unlikely. 5, 6 crossovers for him. I got to do something special. Like get him to roll double 1s. No set. All right, on to the Crawford game. I'm going to double him just for good measure. Okay, no cube. Odd away, so I don't really care about losing a gammon here either. And 11 away. He's got a long road. With not a lot of time to do it. Okay, after he rolls the opening double 5s, I really don't want to split, so I think slotting is going to be sort of a clearly better option there. Force him to move his back checkers. The 3 is great, the 6 is not as good. But I guess I can just put it in front. Yeah, why not? He's got to do stuff like that. I get kind of 5. Aces are a little duplicated. Yeah, I can play pretty pure here, I think. I don't think a tempo on the ace is really called for or helps me all that much. Sending a checker back feels better than the anchor, though, so I'll go for that. His 5 is going to be awkward. Probably bury an 8 to 3 is the best he can do, and yeah, the position keeps getting nicer for me. I can make an anchor somewhere, or I can hit off the edge. I don't really see what hitting off the edge accomplishes. Oh, I can just link up my blots while I do it. That's kind of nice. That feels really weird. I didn't even see that at first. Just making the bar point seems so natural here. But then I give him free reign to make the 22 and hit with a 3. Hitting with the 3 is not that bad. Just why not? Why not do this? I'm going to do it this way. I don't know. I don't know how much sense it makes. I just don't know where he's comfortably playing after I play like that, you know? Seems like there must be some upside. Let's hit them both, and now I think I'm ready to split. I can cover. I'm tempted to switch, but I think that's the kind of play you make when you want to win a gammon. I don't think it wins enough games here. 3-2. I guess I can just bring him in. The 8 point's not so valuable when I have the deuce like this. Yeah, let's try like that. They're both still builders for everything. 4-1. Maybe I want to prevent the anchor now. I still don't know. I guess this is good duplication of the 3 here. So it's kind of a nice time to see the whole board and get going. I do want to leave everything uncomfortable for him. It's nice to have presence on the whole board. And yeah, like I probably doesn't need to play like that quite. But it's uncomfortable for him to leave a blot too. So I'm happy to have left it that way. 5-2 gets the point on the ace for free. So his best chance is to blitz this. Oh, does he? I think he sees it and it's just like clicking wrong. Okay, there we go. All right, I enter and leave a little bit less contact. Bummer. 2-3 probably wants to hit from the 13 and then clean up to the 8. 2 down seems a little big. But I guess it probably isn't that many fly shots from the bar. He's got a little something to work with here. 4-2. I think I can get in trouble if he just tops out with a 6 and I miss it. So maybe I want to do something like this. But I really don't want to give up 6s either. I don't know. I'm confused. I'll just play safe for now. Oh yeah, this has to break his board or leave a shot. So now I am quite comfortable leaving the anchor. Yeah, that's a big thing with like when you start breaking deep points to avoid leading shots. Like, I hope this is a good example game of how that makes it easy on me to just like play wide open and not be worried about the anchor anymore. It gives me, actually ends up giving me more options in a lot of ways where this game could have gotten uncomfortable otherwise. I'm going to have 9s, 1s, 4-2 to close. We'll do that. All right, I think I'm there. I think I have won another match unless I crack here, which is possible. I need a 5 or a 6 out. Okay. And it doesn't really help me to pick up another checker at DMP, I don't think. So I think I'll do this. It just gives him like this opportunity to stay for contact a little longer. And I'm just leading the race by way too much. Yeah, so I think I want it to go this way. I think if I remember, a lot of times you pick up the second checker, but the third one you don't want to as much. So maybe that's a little bit too much. Like he can roll some sets and get back into this, but I don't really know what the most likely way for him to get back alive in this game. Either way, need a lot to go very, very poorly for that to happen. So I'm happy. I think I'd rather have the 4 than the ace to play. So I'll get 2 off with that. All right. I have no idea how I played this. I felt like I didn't really know what was going on for a lot of the match. So I won't be surprised if I see a rough PR again. We'll see, though. Okay, that came out nice. I think I was kind of expecting somewhere in this range for my opponent there too, but that was a fun match, and I get to survive another one on to 2-0. So, yeah. Good match to my opponent there too, and we'll see you for another round soon. Bye for now, everybody.